the pride of Philadelphia, your friend and mine, the great Sean Brady. And Sean is here to talk to us about that fight. And I can assure you and promise you that he is in fact here. Had a little mishap with his phone, with his technology, so the camera, I'm told, isn't working, but he is actually here. Sean, are you there?
Yeah, what's up, brother? I'm here. Thank you for having me, man.
It's great to talk to you as always. Thank you for joining us, Sean. And I appreciate you very much. And I'm just trying to wrap my head around all of this. I know you talked about it on your podcast. I urge everyone to check out, what is it? The Body Bag Show, right?
Brady Bags.
Brady Bags, excuse me. Body Bags is Joe Pfeiffer. It's not just Joe. My bad. Brady Bags. And we had Ian.
Body Bags was in the gym today helping me spar for the fight. So Body Bags is back.
Okay, good to know. Very quick turnaround.
Yeah.
We had Ian on yesterday, but I want to get your side of the story as well, because I thought fait accompli. It made all the sense in the world. You versus Ian, number one contender fight. You have Islam versus JDM, and it's all kind of timing out. How did we end up with Sean Brady versus Mike Morales instead on the MSG card?
So I didn't listen to what's Ian's story? Give me the quick rundown, if you can, of what he said happened between me and him.
Ian said that he was asked to fight you, that he was down. He said that he wanted it to be a number one contender fight. That was the only ask.
Yeah.
That if my memory serves me correct, and guys check me if I'm saying anything wrong back there, if he said that, like, that kind of was hanging in the air, like he didn't get a response. He was thinking maybe you guys would headline Vancouver, maybe you would headline one of these events happening in the next month or so, and then all of a sudden he saw it was RDR versus Anthony Hernandez. I guess not. And then all of a sudden he said he got Bilal, and he said, you know what? That's the former champion. I'll take it. It's the fight that I wanted because he was the last guy to hold the belt. And he wasn't quite sure why they moved on, other than it seemed like they weren't willing to guarantee that this would be, you versus him would be, for the number one contender spot.
I mean, that all, like, to Ian's credit, that all sounds pretty accurate. But the only thing that's kind of not accurate is, as far as I know, and you guys talked about it yesterday in your show, the UFC isn't guaranteeing. They're not saying any fight is a number one contender fight anymore. Like, that's not a thing that they're doing. Like, supposedly me and Leon were a number one contender fight back when we fought. I talked to Hunter Campbell personally, and he told me, like, not publicly. He was like, you and Ian are going to be a number one contender. So no, like, I don't think they're publicly saying anything because they want to see how these fights all shake out. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to say one guy's the number one contender if he wins and he has like a lackluster performance. So yeah, I don't think Bilal and Ian are a number one contender. I don't think me and Michael are a number one contender. I don't think Prates and Leon are either. I just think it's whoever performs the best, and then whoever's going to be available when they need you. I think that's going to be how it goes. And that kind of brings me all back to how I got with Michael Morales, because so since Leon, I've only been offered two fights besides Morales. It was Ian in Chicago. I said yes. And then it was Ian for this weekend in Vancouver, and I said yes. And like, that was kind of like the plan. And then eventually, we didn't really hear anything. So Hunter Campbell called me personally, and he was the one who offered me Morales, and he kind of just like gave me the whole landscape, and he kind of said he was going a different way with Ian. And it's kind of how we ended up where we were ending up. They pretty much told me Morales was the only guy available if I wanted to fight this year. So I'm going to fight like that. And that's kind of how we are where we're at. Like, Ian would have been the fight I would have wanted just because we were going back and forth. But in my mind, at the end of the day, Morales is 18-0. I might as well I'm going to have to fight him eventually. I'm going to have to fight all these guys eventually. So I'll get him out of the way now, and then I'll go from there. And that's kind of been my mindset. Like, I want to fight two more times this year after I fought Leon. So I definitely wasn't sitting around and waiting until next year to fight. For what? A different matchup. All these guys are great. Ian's great. Bilal's great. Jack's great. Morales is great. All these guys are great fighters in their own different way. And if I'm as good as I say I am, I should be able to beat all of these guys. So why not take out Morales right now and then deal with somebody else after that?
Ian said that, he was down to fight you, but he wanted that guarantee. and it seemed like if he couldn't get that guarantee, he was inclined to take this Bilal fight. Just curious, you said you were down to fight Ian. You said you agreed to it in Chicago, Vancouver. Did you ask for any sort of guarantee, or did you just say yes? Let me know.
No, no. If I beat Leon Edwards the way I beat him in his backyard and I don't get a title shot, nothing's guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not living in a world now where like a lot of people are like, oh, like why are you fighting and not waiting for the belt? Like, I don't get paid, or I don't get the status I'm trying to get to by waiting around and not fighting. You know what I'm saying? Like, fighting is going to solve everything in this. I keep winning fights, I'm going to become undeniable, and eventually they're going to have to give me the title shot. And I'm just not. I feel like guys are getting so like even Usman saying he's waiting for a title shot. Like, I'm not waiting for anything. No, nothing has ever gone good for anybody in the UFC who's kind of just sat around and waited. So yeah, I'm not doing that. I got the chance to fight an hour and 15 minutes away from my house. I don't have to take a flight anywhere. It's at MSG. Like, it's amazing. It's an amazing opportunity, and I'm going to go out there and do what I do. Fighters fight, and I'm going to go fight in a month from now.
So you're saying all the right things in my opinion, but I'm just curious, are you or were you disappointed when it didn't quite work out the way you thought it was going to work out post Leon fight?
Yeah and no. And that's kind of my career's kind of going that way, like it's some things are supposed to happen the way I think they were going to, and then they don't happen. Like, if I go back and I look at my career, like I thought I was 100% like fighting Bilal. I was going to beat Bilal, and then I was going to become a champion after that. Turns out I wasn't ready in that moment. So everything that's kind of happened in my career has gotten me to where I'm at right now. And I just have another opportunity to go out there and shock the world and show everybody that I'm the best welterweight in the world. And that's what I'm going to do. But yes, of course. Like, I want to fight Ian and I want to fight all these other guys. And like, I even said that to Hunter. I was like talking about the rankings, and he was like, the rankings really don't matter. They like at the end of the day, the UFC is going to put whoever they want in there for the belt. So I'm not really too concerned with the rankings. I just beat the number one guy. So I go out here, I beat an 18-0 kid, young, hungry, up and comer. And then, like I said, undeniable is the word in my mind, and I'll become undeniable after that.
Because these 3 fights, and then 4, of course, if you consider the title fight a part of this tournament, which it technically is, I'm viewing it as an 8-man tournament because they're all happening within 7 days of each other. Do you agree with the sentiment that I talked about at the beginning of the show, which is I don't think a win is enough? And that sucks because I know how hard it is to get a win in the UFC against top-tier talent. I think it's going to be coming down to who wins most spectacularly. A finish, a knockout, a submission, something spectacular, something definitive. I don't think a win is just enough. A decision win gets you to where you want to be. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like I think that's the case right now with middleweight as well. Like, you have Brendan Allen and RDR this weekend. One of those guys RDR could definitely get a title shot if he has an amazing performance, but if he kind of has a lackluster one, he won't get it. And then you have Imavov, like you have like the kind of the same situation at 185 you do at 70. So yeah, I don't think Leon's getting the title shot if he beats Prates. I don't think Bilal is getting a title shot if he beats Ian. So like but I think like me and Morales, obviously both of us are young up and comers. Same thing. I think Ian, if he beats Bilal, depending on how he does it, like he could get the title shot. So yeah, it's really going to be who does it the best in the best way, and then who's not injured, who's ready. Like whoever wins out of, like, there's just so many things. Like, who's going to win out of Jack and Islam? Like, there's so many question marks. And then you got Usman out there saying he's getting the next title shot. So yeah, it's a crazy, crazy time in the division. But I'm just happy that fights are finally getting booked, and there's just going to be some movement, because for a while there, like, it just right after my fight, I went to Canada. I watched the title fight. I thought, like, all right, like, this is going to be like, I'm going to be fighting soon, and then just nothing. So I'm just happy that I have a fight booked and that we can get the show on the road.
The odd man out, the forgotten man, of course, is Shavkat. Do you think there's any chance that he kind of just waltzes back in there upon returning?
No, there's absolutely no way.
Okay.
He's been out for too long, and that's a fight I was asking. I asked for that fight here at MSG, and I was just told that he wasn't going to be ready yet. And then I think he came out recently and said January or February is when he was returning. So maybe they do him and Kamaru or something like that. But yeah, there's going to be too much happening in the next 2 months that he's just going to walk out from his injury and get a title shot. Like I just can't see it happening.
I like that idea, him versus Kamaru whenever he returns.
You see that? The UFC should hire
I
me.
like that. Yeah, honestly, I wasn't thinking of that, but it actually makes a lot of sense. Work his way
Yeah,
back in there. It's been too long.
exactly.
Perhaps a tough question. I recognize. Who do you think the UFC wants to emerge from this pack?
Probably Prates.
You think so?
I know there. I think Prates, like, he has a very fan friendly style. The spinning elbows, the Muay Thai, the smoking the cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? So like, and I'm a realist, and I can sit back and say like, yeah, like they'd rather him than It's because at the end of the day, it's becoming the entertainment business, right? And it's not who's the best fighter who can dominate. And we've seen this like even with like takedowns, like you can't just take people down anymore. You have to be doing damage and doing all these different things, or else you're getting stood up. So it's just becoming more of an entertainment business, and I'm sure they would like for him to come out on top of all this. But I think Leon's gonna. I think it's gonna be a fun stylistic fight. I'm looking forward to watching it, and I'm kind of favoring Leon in that fight. So Leon could kind
Wow.
of. I don't think Leon's going to go 0 for 3. Like he's a great fighter. I can't see him losing 3 in a row. So I think he's going to play spoiler to that fight.
Wow. By the way, the complete opposite take of Ian. Ian was definitive in his stance that Leon is shot and that he's about to get smoked, like smoked, he said.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah. Well, I know. I think they had like some kind of beef or something like
yeah.
that. So, but yeah, no, I don't think Leon is. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think Leon's that kind of guy. I don't think he's going to let himself go 0-3.
How do you think they feel about Michael Morales?
I'm sure they feel good about him. He's young. He's 18-0. He's got a whole country of Ecuador behind him, so I'm sure that's a good market like they would like to tap into. But like we know how it goes. Like there's all these guys who are young up and comers, and then they fight somebody and they take their first loss, and nothing bad. Like not saying it's a bad thing, but same thing with me. I was 5-0, and then the one fight like I was like I'm going to go in here and I'm going to smoke Bilal. And that was the fight I lost, you know? So, yeah, like the universe has a way of setting everything right. And, yeah, I'm sure they want him to do good, but unfortunately for them and him, he's got to fight me.
He's looked very good. I'm just wondering from your perspective, you've obviously watched him. I'm sure you've kept your eye on him. Perhaps you didn't think he'd be on the radar this soon, but the Gilbert Burns win from back in
Yeah,
May,
yeah.
the Magny win, Jake Matthews, Griffin, etc. What do you make of him? What do you see when you see him fight? What do you think of his fighting style?
Big, strong, athletic. I don't think he's been tested the way he should have been yet. But I thought Gilbert was gonna in that only round that we've seen a lot of good things from Gilbert. I think Gilbert, if he could have kept doing what he was doing, and obviously he got caught, I think Gilbert could have gave him a run for his money. But yeah, I mean he's looked great. He's undefeated. I think he's 5-0 or 6-0 in the UFC. Won on the Contender series, and he's got a lot of finishes. So yeah, he's definitely a hard puzzle to solve. But like I said in the beginning, he's going to be around. Ian's, we're all going to be around, so we're all going to be fighting each other. So for me, it's like why not just do it now? You know, I don't get paid to sit on the sidelines. I don't get more rank like any more status as like being the number one contender by just sitting on the sidelines. So yeah, and I got a new deal out of this fight.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah, yeah. So me and Hunter had a great conversation. I got a new deal, and yeah, so it's all positives for me. I get to fight. I get to fight close to home. I got an opponent that's making me train harder than I've ever trained. It's only a 3 round fight, so I don't have to do the extra rounds that I've been getting ready for the 5 round fight. So there's less wear and tear. So yeah, it's exciting. I'm very happy, and would I like to fight Bilal? Yeah, why I want to fight Bilal so bad. I want to get that one back. Do I want to fight Ian? Yes. Do I want to fight Kamaru? Yes. But This was what was presented to me, and I said yes to 3 fights this year, and this is the one that, well, 4 fights this year. This is the one that I'm going to get.
Respect. You just said that you think Leon actually beats Carlos. I wanted to ask you about the other fights in that stretch. I've heard you say you think JDM beats Islam. Is that accurate?
Yeah,
And if so, why?
yeah. I just, I just think that JDM has a very hard style to deal with for somebody like Islam, and I say that being a grappler, because he'll be a very tough fight for me. He hits hard on the feet. He has amazing movement. His defense is really good. His takedown defense has gotten a lot better since the Gilbert fight. He is very hard. He's easier to take down than he is to hold down. He scrambles very well on the ground. So I just think that it's going to be I just think it's going to be a very tough fight for Islam. But Islam could, I say all that just to say Islam could go out there and just do what he does. He looks big. He looks strong. I've seen some videos of him recently, so it's finally, and it took almost the entire year, but it's finally a good point for the welterweights again. We got a lot of good stuff going to happen in the next 5-6 weeks.
And what about Ian versus Bilal the following week in Qatar? Who are you leaning towards?
That's a good one too. I think Bilal knows how to win, and I think Bilal is planning on going out there and implementing the same game plan he probably did against Leon. Maybe hit him with some Canelo hands, you know. But no, I like Bilal, and I think Bilal is a very good fighter. I think he's a very smart fighter. And as much as me and Ian have had our back and forths, Ian's a good fighter, and he doesn't lose. He's only lost to Shavkat, and that was a very like lackluster back and forth fight. He looked good against Prates besides that last round. So yeah, I'm hoping Ian wins just so I could see him sooner than later. I think if he loses, then that fight won't happen as soon as I would like it to happen. But yeah, I've been offered to fight Ian 2 times this year, and I've seen like people, he must have put out a video and people were saying I was ducking Ian. I'm like, I've been trying to fight this dude all year long, and I'm not. And this is where me and Ian are different people. I have proof in my phone of text messages that I've been offered these fights. So like, I have no reason to lie on my end. I would never lie and say I wasn't offered these fights. And people miscommunicate what I was saying. I've never said Ian was scared to fight me. I'm just saying it was on his end why these fights got drug out and then eventually the UFC moved on. So I've never said once that he was scared of me. I don't think Ian's scared of anyone. So I hope Ian wins just so I can fight him sooner. But Bilal might do what Bilal does and go out there and get a win. I mean, Bilal stood toe to toe with Jack and didn't get dropped. So if he didn't get dropped by Jack, he's not getting dropped by Ian.
By the way, who gets the bigger pop on November 15th, the Ecuadorian or the noted Philadelphia sports fan fighting at the Mecca, Madison Square Garden, in the greatest sports town in the world? Who gets the pop? Who do you think gets the home?
Brother, we're about an hour and 15-minute drive from Philly. We're gonna Philly showing up. I haven't fought this close to home since my CFFC days. So and until they come back to Wells Fargo Center, where Boots just
Yep.
smoked somebody else, this is the closest it's going to get. So yeah, it's Philly's going to be in the house for sure.
Well, I was happy to see Boots get the win, with the Eagles looking so bad and obviously the Phillies getting bounced. It was nice of the Philadelphia sports fan. Bad Thursday night, right?
Phillies and Eagles. It was a horrible Thursday. We need a Boots. But Boots is making it. He made up for everybody. He's making it look too easy.
And by the way, congrats! I believe your nephew just won a big grappling tournament at, I think, Naga.
Yeah, Naga. Yeah, he's killing it.
How old is he?
He's going to be 11. And
wow!
I'm telling you right now, like his jiu-jitsu is going to be on a different level. This kid he's like first tournament he ever did, he took second place. Next couple ones he did, he took first. So like this past like 2 weekends ago, he got double gold. So yeah, he's a little killer. So I'm super proud of him. He's actually said I've asked him if he wants to fight, and he doesn't want to fight. I don't think he hasn't got punched or he does not train in MMA yet. So we'll let him keep doing jiu-jitsu, and it's cool now because there's so many avenues in jiu-jitsu that you can make money and kind of make a living at. And by the time he's old enough, there will be even more. So yeah, I'm super proud of him.
How's fatherhood?
It's the best. I'm actually I'm watching her. She just woke
I
up.
can hear her.
I'm watching her on the Nana cam right now. So no,
Okay.
it's great. She's 8 months now. She's super healthy. She's so fun. It's the best thing that's ever happened to me. And that's like another thing like that just makes fighting easy, is just knowing that there's so much more to life than what I'm doing with my career. Means a lot to me, but I have way bigger things going on in my life, and fighting only makes them easier. So I'm going to do everything I can in my power to set me, her mother, and her up for life. And that's going to make me a very dangerous man in a month from now.
Well done, Sean. I'll let you get back to your daughter. Keep doing your thing, man. Looking forward to this fight very much. What a freaking fight. What a stretch for the welterweight division. You're, of course, a big part of that. So thank you, as always, for coming on.
Thank you, brother. Yeah,
Good luck next month.
what about an in-person interview fight week?
Oh, we're
Fight
in.
week.
We thought you didn't like us. We were, I didn't want to push it anymore.
I'm going to be there now. I have no excuse.
Wow, GC, you hear that? You hear that? He wants back in.
We're waiting, bro.
I'm going to be there fight week.
We're waiting, man.
I think I'm coming up. I'll be up there Tuesday or Wednesday.
Oh my dear. Are we doing the bike race? Are we doing that?
No.
Wow.
He'll take fights against killers like Michael Morales, but won't get on the bike against me, man. Says something. Says something.
I'll be cutting.
He'll help you cut weight.
I will come in the studio and I'll do an in-person interview if we can make it happen.
Deal. That would be great. That would be amazing. Thank you. All right. Good to talk to you, Sean. See you soon.
Thank you so much.
There he is, the great Sean Brady. What do you think? You think he wants back in?
Nah, he's scared, bro. He's scared.
By the way, if he's cutting weight, going on the bike for a minute would help the weight cut, no?
We'll add something to the contract. We both have to be in sauna suits.
Oh. Do you have one of those?
I actually do, yeah.
They're actually fun.
Yeah, you sweat a lot.
You take it off and it's like, I love that feeling. And
yeah.
it's
it feels great when you take it off.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
All right. Well, something to look forward to. That fight, by the way, that card is exactly a month away, a month from today.
And it's unbelievable.
It's an unbelievable card. As I said yesterday, the main card at MSG and even some of those prelim fights as well. Really, really, really good stuff. Thanks for watching this video. Before you go, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for us. Also, give us a thumbs up, leave a nice comment. These things go a long way. And while you're here, do check out the rest of the channel. We've got live shows and full interviews, clips, and a whole lot more. We're doing big things here, and we appreciate your support very much.